Hi, and welcome to a review of House of Dragon, Episode 3. This one, well, I'll just be honest with you. I didn't find this one that exciting until the end. There was a lot of filler in this one, but all right, let's take a look at it. It's really all about the crab feeder. Okay, he's all the action and excitement happens around him in this episode. Um, it opens up with him torturing people, and then we see the dragon burning everything. Damon flying his dragon and destroying as much of the crab feeder and his army as possible. But then this scene ends, and we're taken to a baby. Now, how the king had a baby this quick, I don't know. We're basically thrown forward in time. Not sure why it took Damon and Corlys so long to attack the crab feeder from the last episode, but clearly more than a year has passed in this episode. We have a son for the king, and we have another baby on the way. His wife, Hightower, is pregnant. And, okay, so we find this out. And we also have a lot of hemming and hawing, politics going on that's incredibly boring. Yeah, I mean, that's really what's happening. The usual indecisive king. He's told of what's going on with Damon and Corlys in fighting the crab feeder, and how they are basically in a deadlock in this battle that's going on. They cannot defeat the crab feeder for whatever reason. They don't seem to have enough men or whatever. But we do have, like, all this politicking going on, and we have the Lannisters giving the king this gift here, which is a spear. King accepting the gift. Basically, the Lannisters trying to worm their way in as usual. That's really what happens there. We have the king trying to find his daughter a mate, some type of husband. Him and his daughter have an argument about this, where he's yelling at his daughter in front of all of his patrons, if you will, or his staff and guests. And so that's what happens there. But he does reassure the princess that she is the heir to the throne. It is not his new son. So he does reassure her of that. And he basically tells her, you can marry whoever you want, I don't care. There is a little side adventure that takes place with her and the captain of the guards over here, where she gets on a white horse and rides away. He chases after her. For whatever reason, they make camp, and he has his armor off. Not sure why he's taking his armor off. But anyway, while they're out in the woods, he gets attacked by a wild boar. The wild boar knocks him out, and the princess is also attacked by the boar, but she kills the boar, stabs it to absolute death, and they bring the boar back to the party. I know, it all sounds bizarre. The king, at the same time, is killing an elk with the spear that the Lannisters gave him. Didn't really find this exciting. He's basically killing an elk that was, tied down by his men. Okay. So, pretty. He's basically the king spends his time, as usual, indecisive and drinking a lot of wine in this episode, and a lot of people approaching him with all sorts of things, politics about who should marry who, and why isn't he sending help to Corliss and Damon, etc., etc., etc. Finally, the king comes to a decision as to whether to help Damon or not. And yes, he sends a messenger to Damon, where he's fighting the crab feeder. And this is the message in his hand. And so Damon gets the message from the king saying, hey, I am sending ships and 2,000 men to help break the deadlock and reinforce you so that you can defeat the crab feeder. And so, upon getting this message, Damon basically throws a fit because he doesn't want help from his brother. And basically, he goes out into the field to lure out the crab feeder and his men out of caves that they've been hiding in. So he goes under a flag of truce, holding a sword up, and the crab feeder's men come out of their caves, along with the crab feeder, who comes out and tells his men to go to Damon. And so as his men are coming toward Damon, Damon, of course, is not under a flag of truce because he starts killing the men, the crab feeder's men, and basically goes on a wild rampage with another sword, not that sword, but another sword, and starts cutting down the crab feeder's men and killing them. He is shot with arrows that don't seem to kill him. And so I think he's shot with like 3 arrows, either 2 or 3 arrows. I thought it was 3. And he pulls them out, and it's a pretty good battle. I mean, this is the most exciting part of this episode, is this last few minutes of the episode where they have this battle. And so while he's doing this great, charge, and he gets shot with the arrows, all of a sudden, all of Corliss's army comes down to attack, and Damon's dragon comes to attack, and so they are fully engaged in this battle of armies that's going on. So what I got from all of this, is that Damon doesn't want help from his brother so much that he went on this almost suicide-like mission to defeat the crab feeder rather than take aid from his brother. That's what it looks like to me. The crab feeder is still in his cave, but Damon pulls the arrows out of himself, and heads into the cave. And he reemerges with the chopped in half body of the crab feeder. So he's basically dragging his carcass across the battlefield, showing everybody that he killed the crab feeder. And that's how it ends. What would I give this out of 5 stars? This is a 2.5 to a 3. Like I said, I found a lot of this episode boring. The acting is good. The King is a very good actor. I just found the dialogue and everything boring. I wasn't very excited about anything in like the first, I would say, at least 30 minutes of the show. A little bit of excitement after that. Last 10, 7 minutes of the show are good because of the battle. Um, anyway, that's my opinion on all of this. So it's enjoyable. I think after seeing 3 episodes now, this show is watchable. It's good. It's not the greatest show in the universe. I would say it's an average show. It's entertaining anyway. Um, Hopefully, as I see more of these episodes, it'll get to be more entertaining. But if it keeps having episodes like this one and they get more dull, then my rating will go down. If you enjoyed these videos, please subscribe. Tell your friends about it and have them subscribe. Hit the like button. Remember, I sat through this so you didn't have to. Bye-bye.